Hi, welcome to today's video. My name is Paul. So this week you're going to see me doing some watercolor landscape painting. It's going to be very loose, abstract style of watercolor painting. I've put in the description box below the materials that I'm using, at least the paper, the brush and the paint that I'm using, for anyone who's interested. But as usual, I'm going to talk about something that's not specific to this actual painting that you're seeing me doing. It's just something to watch in the background. So I've been doing this YouTube thing for almost exactly 4 years now, and I've been doing art again for about 5.5 years. So I was thinking, what sort of video could I make this week? The idea, and I've seen this on several different blogs and YouTube videos, this question, am I too old or is it too late for me to become an artist, to get into art? So for those who like to disappear after the first 30 seconds, the quick answer is no, absolutely not. You're never too late. For those who like to hang around and would like me to expand on that, these are just my ideas, so here goes. First of all, the question, am I too late, or is it too late for me to become an artist? I'm not really sure what that question even means. So first of all, I'm pretty sure there are no countries in the world, none that I've ever heard of, where it becomes illegal after a certain age to make art. You're over 50 now, so I'm afraid it is illegal for you to make art. I don't think there's such a country. So that's not the reason. Another possibility might be the time required to become an artist. So again, I don't agree with this idea because it's based on this idea that art is a destination. You practice for a while and then you become an artist. And that's not how I see it. That's not how I think it works. I think from day one, the day you decide to make art, that's the day you become an artist. You have limited skills, limited experience, and you have to work within those limitations. But that's going to be true in 10 years or 20 years from now. Art is a journey. It's a journey of learning new skills, getting experience, experimenting, trying new media and so on. It's not a destination. It's not something you ever arrive at. You're an artist from the beginning. It's just you're an inexperienced artist and you've got to build up those skills and experience. So I don't see that as a reason for not starting art at any given age, whether you're 12 years old, 102 years old, or anywhere in between. A third reason why people maybe think there's some sort of age limit is a physical thing. So I believe, I'm not into sport, so I'm not sure, but I believe that the Olympic Games will be starting soon in Paris, in France. And you can certainly see that, after a certain age, it would be difficult. It would be difficult for a 40, 50, 60-year-old person to compete against a 20-year-old person in a lot of these physical sports. You need to be at your sort of physical peak to do these sort of things. If you look at the way gymnasts bounce around and things, that would become more difficult to compete at that sort of level anyway as you get older. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I'm saying to compete against somebody who's a fraction of your age is going to be, realistically, it's not going to be easy to do that. But art isn't like that. Art, you don't have to stand on your head or bounce around to do art. Usually you can if you want to, but it's not usually required. So I don't think there's any physical restrictions. There are cases of artists, for example, who went blind or lost most of their eyesight in later years, but continued to make art. Degas, for example, switched from painting to making sculpture. So no matter what life throws at you, you can still, to some extent, make art. You'll have to make adjustments and so on, but it's not a case of after a certain age you just physically can't make art. That's just not true. I don't accept that at all. So those are my ideas. As I say, I just can't understand the question really, and I don't think, you know, in life is going to put restrictions on what you can do, whether you like it or not. Depending on where you live, what country you live in, your gender, all kinds of things, life and society will try and put restrictions and limitations on what you're able to do. So why self-impose other restrictions on yourself? It doesn't make sense to me. Life can be a struggle as it is. You don't need to make it even more difficult for yourself. So if you want to make art, make art. And from day one, you're an artist. You're allowed to call yourself an artist. You don't have to wait for some sort of validation from somebody else or anything like that. Just, you're an artist from day one, and you're just learning and growing as an artist every day. Anyway, that would be my opinion on that question. Don't let anybody tell you that you're too late to make art. Whatever age you are, whether you're very young, very old, you can make art. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching and listening, and hopefully see you again in next week's video.